Okay, hi. I hope you can hear me. Okay, this is something really ad hoc by myself. Welcome everyone who's watching this. I am Mr. Nadzri, and I'm here at Science Center Singapore. Okay, where I'm actually at the annex building. Okay, where we, the robotics club, team 4 from De La Salle School has actually gone for their presentation finals. And the team of Zuri and Enzo has just left. Okay, and we wish them all the best. Okay, but the purpose of this video is to actually uh, show the teams that are coming to, they are going for their national rounds next Tuesday and next Friday, what to expect. Okay, and I like to bring you through the venue so that you can have a good idea about what the layout is like, where the locations are and what's happening, right? So this is so that you guys can get prepared, can have a mental idea of what's happening next week lah. Okay, so come, let's take a look at the place. Okay. So this is the annex building. Okay. The main building is over there. Okay. And this is the annex building where our competition is going to take place. Okay. National Robotics Competition 2024. Alright. And this is the porch, or rather the foyer. When you come in on Tuesday, we will alight over here. Okay, those of you who have actually gone for the presentation rounds last week, you will know this place, right? So we will actually alight here, and then we will make our way into the to the registration area itself. Okay, for those of you who for those of you watching this and you are taking part in the open category, same idea as well, because this is where we are going to register. All right, so when you go in, okay, there's only one door on this Saturday that they open up, no problem. Okay, so this is the foyer. Okay, you will see that there are some exhibits that are put up over there, and you will see you are going to be greeted by this skeleton of the dinosaur here. Yep. And to your left, you are going to see the registration table. Okay, where there's a group that is supporting, that has just registered. Okay, and then you will actually that's registration area. So let us take a look. Over here you will see the big banner over here. Alright, so it's National Robotics Competition. You have something that has been going on since the early 2000s. Alright, and you are going to be greeted by this exhibit over here. Right, so you will see that this is the registration area. Okay, team leaders, you are supposed to actually take charge of your teams and your partners for this particular event. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring you inside, right? Okay, so this is the registration table. So you guys are going to register here, and you're going to take a tag. You wear it on your hand, right? And then once they've taken your attendance, okay, you will go inside. This is the annex hall. Okay, and this is what you are here for. This is our nationals. Yep, this is our nationals. For most robotics competition, NRC is one It's one of the major ones that has been going on since 2002, 2001, I believe. Okay, uh, the formats may change, the themes may change, but the competition is still around. Okay, and the it's going to be very lively, and the competition is going to be an eye opener for many of you, considering that this is your first time going for a national level competition. Okay, so let me just walk you through, or take you through this. Okay, now on that day, okay, you will see that this is the audience area. This is the audience area right here. Okay, there are chairs for your audience and for supporters. This layout is mainly for Tuesday, the Tuesday 3rd of September. Now, on the note of audiences and supporters, your parents can come and support you. Your parents can come and support you, and they will be able to view you guys over here, and they can take a seat over here. But there are some things to take note of. Certain things your parents must take note and manage the expectation, which I will go through in a little bit. Yeah, okay. But let's just get the feel of the physical layout first. So we have the audience area over here. You can see there's gonna be some companies booths. They're going to set up to promote their programs and to promote their sets, their products, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the audience area over here, and you will see immediately, obviously, this is the metal gate, or rather the metal railing over here. Okay, and let's take a look at what is happening here. Now, all of you, after you register, you will be given a certain table to go to. Okay, all teams that are competing for that day, you'll be given maybe half a table. If you're lucky, you can get one, but I don't think you're going to get one table like this. You're going to get half a table like this. This will be your pit, your pit table. Yeah, that means throughout the day, you are going to have your robot runs, maybe one, maybe two, maybe even a third, but if I'm not wrong, you are at least given about two. You are also given the opportunity to calibrate your robot, to practice on the playing field. That they have a practice playing field, but in between those rounds, you are going to need a place to rest, need a place to actually do your programming and your coding. Yeah, that will be your pit, your so-called pit area, the half table meant for that team. Okay, you will see these white color frames over here. This is gonna be where the playing field is gonna be. Yeah, okay, so you can see there's one here, two here, three, and there's a fourth there. I believe there's a couple more over on that side. Yep, and then over on this side, you are going to see some more playing fields. Okay, over here, there, and a couple more over there as well. Yep, so you are going to be assigned a table. Okay, what is happening over here? Right now, there is a competition that we call RoboCup. Okay, RoboCup Singapore, which is not a competition that we are going for in term 3, but these participants are taking part currently. It is happening right now. Okay, and it's the same idea, the same assignment, the same deployment, the same allocation. Every team will be given a table. That is the place where they actually program, where they rest. Yep. And then I'm not sure in terms of playing field whether they have an active playing field or not. I'm not sure what their format is like. But for you guys on next Tuesday, yeah, you're gonna have all these playing fields. Okay, now where am I walking? This particular aisle area over here is free for audiences to come and watch. Okay, That means if Mr. G is around, if a trainer is around, if if your parents come, you know, they can actually wait. They cannot come. They cannot cross this. Okay, they cannot cross that. Okay, but they can actually line up against the metal railings here and there, and then they can view. So you will not be able to tell them where your table is. You're only gonna know on that day. Okay, for myself, yeah, I will be there with you. A teacher will also be here with you. Okay, we will be at the audience area. We are waiting for you. Yeah, we will. There's a lot of waiting for us. Okay, but the show is entirely on your own. Okay, and yeah, you will be allocated a certain time to come to the playing field to run your robot. Okay, official robot runs, I think at least 2 times. Yep. So this aisle is where I can actually walk. Maybe I have team 1 official playing field over here, maybe team 2's official playing field over here, maybe a third team 3's official playing field over here. Yeah, maybe even another team is going to run their robot at this other playing field. Okay, maybe it's over here or maybe it's over there. I do not know. We'll have to play by ear on the actual day. So you can see this is another playing field I'm talking about. Okay, it's up until here. You will see that these teams, there's a team here who is looking at the screen. Alright. I am assuming that the screen is going to show the scores gotten by all the teams. Yep. And that is where you see how you rank against the other teams on that particular day. Yep. Okay. For the P3 kids who are watching this, okay, this is what a competition is going to be like. Okay, and this is our national level competition. Okay, so when you go for a competition, there is this thing called you're going to be with your team. You are going to mingle with them. You're going to have a place for you to settle down. Okay, just like what these people are doing, what these participants are doing, and then you're going to run your robot accordingly. Yeah. Okay, so now back to my discussion on the physical layout. So we see over here there's a stage. Now a robotics competition can be just as lively as a normal performance, just as lively as a sports match and so on. Okay, and they try to make it into a very exhilarating, a very engaging event. Yep, they will have a host who will be on standby throughout the day. And he or she who will be managing, or rather he'll be the MC for. He will take that whole event, this event. Okay, and he'll be the MC for the event. There will be songs being played just to liven up the mood. Yep. And there may be a camera crew, you know, to spice things up. They might go over to the competitors here. They might ask how the competitors are faring and how they are doing. There may be even a quiz, or there may be even be a show, or not a show, but maybe a short event where there's a Q&A, and then there will be like prizes to be won. Small. These are little small events that things that happen, that they pepper in throughout the day, just to break the monotony of the ongoings and the proceedings. Yep. Okay, but back to this. Okay, you will notice. Okay, so the stage is also for any prize presentation, but not for Tuesday itself. Okay, the final award ceremony will be on next Saturday, the 7th of September. Hopefully De La Salle wins something, and then this whole place will be reorganized, where there will be audiences, and the award winners will be able to sit and they can actually receive their awards, hope from the guest of honor or from the VIP on that actual day, 7th of September. But that is not our main concern right now. Okay, it's still about the layout. You can see these people. Okay, you will notice there are people wearing red. These people wearing red, they are more or less, and I believe they are the ushers and the facilitators for the competition that is going on. Okay, so on Tuesday and on the Friday, one or two teams, three teams, there will be an usher who will be taking care of you, who will take note, just like that guy that is doing over there. Okay, so when it is your turn to come to the playing field to run your robot, okay, he or she is supposed to look out for you and remind you to come over here to run your robot. Okay, don't worry, there's no playing field right now, but they will be definitely, they'll be putting it up, I think, by this afternoon or by tomorrow or something lah. Yeah, so please, you need to listen to the usher, because you are going to be in quarantine. Those people who are coming on Tuesday, quarantine, as the name implies, means you are actually not supposed to interact with the audience or the supporters. Yes, I can support you over here, but I cannot interact with you. I cannot give you, I cannot even shout out instructions to you, much less pass over things to you. I cannot do that. Yep. So you will need to actually, this is the time, this is the opportunity actually for you to learn your monitoring skills, your self monitoring skills, your independence, your ability to look out for one another. Yep. And to listen to instructions, be practice being aware of the environment and the surroundings, practice self-discipline, because it is going to be chaotic. It is going to be chaotic. I mean, not super chaotic, but you can even hear it here right now. There is I mean, there's a certain level of noise. It's going to be noisier on that day. Your concentration is going to be affected. This is the time that you actually learn how to manage yourself properly, and how to be focused, how to be independent. Yep. So I cannot guide you. In fact, I may not even know when you are supposed to actually come over to the playing field. I will not be told of when you are supposed to come up here. Only you know. Okay, and you need to pay attention to the time. You need to actually be in touch with your ushers, the guys in red. I suppose they might still be the science center ushers and the volunteers. They are still going to be wearing red on that particular day. Now, these ushers and these volunteers, they are like teenagers. They are probably polytechnic students who volunteer their time. Okay, they are not pure workers for science center. The science center officials, or rather the science center personnel, they are normally wearing black. Okay, and just now you have seen them outside. Okay, but we'll probably get to the outside in a little bit. Okay, so these guys, they know what is happening, but you need to take instruction, and you need to take instructions from them. Okay, listen to them, be mindful of your surroundings, be focused, because this is your time. This is your time to shine, and this is your opportunity to do your best, to do right by yourself and the school and the club. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you will need to take instructions from them, and then you'll be asked to come here to run your robot. Okay. Now, for the Tuesday team, right? So we see there's a couple of supporters over here as well. Okay, now this is gonna be the playing field. This is definitely the playing field for their competition. Okay, for their competition. Okay, there are tasks for the P3s who are watching this. Okay, there are generally several different categories or types of robotics competition. Yep. Or what we call categories. One of them is this regular category. Now, you are given a playing field. you are given a playing field, and then there are going to be certain tasks that are on the playing field that you need to actually program your robot to solve or to accomplish those tasks, those what we call missions. Okay, that is one type of robotics competition. The other type is an a project based competition where you make a robot, and then the robot is supposed to solve a certain problem. Okay, but maybe I'll do another live video for when that category happens next Friday. Okay, but as this is one kind. This is pertains more towards a Tuesday group. Okay, so yeah, so sorry, the competitors coming in on the Tuesday. So you're gonna have a table, you're gonna program, you will have the playing field will be here, will be there. Yep. So you see there's another playing field over here, another kind of playing field, another, how shall we say this, another set of missions, another category. Yep. So that is generally the proceedings and what things are going to be like. Okay, and supporters can be here at the metal railings. Yep, I believe on the Tuesday it will be a little bit narrower, depending on how many competitors there are, the number of teams. It's gonna be chaotic. Let's do a little bit. How many teams are we expecting? Let's do a little bit of maths. There are about 180 primary schools in Singapore. Let's say, for the sake of for sake of assumption, 100 schools take part, and if every school sends about, on average, about 3 teams, you do the math. 100 multiplied by 3, there's going to be about 300 teams that are here. Now, the competition itself is split into 2 days. On Tuesday, which is when De La Salle is going to be asked to, or rather told to come and run their robot. There's also gonna be another group coming in on the Wednesday, so on the 3rd and on the 4th. Still, both days are open to the public. Yep. So even if 300 teams split into 2 days, 150 teams on Tuesday, 150 teams on the Wednesday, you can imagine 150 teams going to be around here. Okay, it's going to be super lively. It's going to be quite noisy in a way. Really, you need to practice your determination, your focus. Yep. And your self discipline. Okay, so now, if your parents are now, so you can hear the ushers are also reminding the participants about certain timing and so on. Okay, you can see this is what's going to be happen, and the person on that day, on the Tuesday, I'm sure is going to have a much more difficult time, because they have 150 teams inside this hall. At least 150 teams, can even be 200. Yep. So it's going to be quite noisy. You guys will need to practice a high degree of focus and self-discipline and situational awareness, knowing what is happening, not only with the time but with what is happening around. Now, what about toilets, you may ask? You can see that there is a place, there is an exit there. There are certain toilets there that you can exit these doors to go to the toilet. I'll be honest, I'm not sure whether those doors are actively open or unlocked. Please ask the science center, these ushers, your team facilitators, where is the nearest toilet, or how can you get to the nearest toilet? Are those doors open? Now, your toilet will most likely be on the outside. Now, if these doors if those doors are unlocked, okay, that means if you want to go to the toilet, you will exit the doors and then you make your way. There's a corridor along behind, along this annex hall, but behind the door, and then there will be washrooms at the back of the stage area or something lah. Yeah, I will probably show it to you guys later on. Okay, but here we go. So on that day, Tuesday, you're gonna be quite, you're gonna be on your own for much of the day. Yep. Me, myself, and I think Madam Koo will be there. We will bring you there, but we cannot interact with you. Yep, because you guys are so called under quarantine. Now, uh, so for the primary three kids, who are watching this, okay, so this is what a robotics competition is going to be like. Okay, yep. Which brings me to the next point, very very important point for your parents. Okay, parents are welcome to come, supporters are welcome to come, but your parents must manage their expectation. Okay, what am I talking about? Now, you have two rounds, or rather two robot runs, and your robot run is limited to about 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes maybe, and you have a specific time allocated which is not told to the audience and the spectators. Okay, so now, as much as I really want your parents to come and support you and so on and so forth, okay, but the reality of the situation is that there will be a lot of waiting time. You can see even right now there are just parents who are, they cannot interact with their kids. They are just left to sit there and wait. Yeah, and this place is going to be filled with people. Okay, your parents may not be able to view up close your performance over here. Yep. So a robotics competition is different from a musical performance, or is different from SYF, is different from even a sports match. A sports match has a specific time, a musical performance has a specific time, and then the seating layout, for spectators and audience to view the musical performance. There's a stadium kind of a setting, with a performance kind of a setting. They can see you playing the game, they can see you playing the match, they can see the badminton match, they can see the basketball match, they can see all these matches really up close. They can view you, you guys singing, okay, but they can see you playing the musical instrument, playing a band or whatever, a concert, etc., etc. But for a robotics competition, it's going to be a little bit mellow. Yep. Not less exciting, still as exciting, but it is not going to be super, like, very prominent like a musical performance. Is not going to be like a sports match. So your parents can come, and I welcome them to come, but there's going to be a situation where they may not be able to see you. They may wait for you for quite some time, and you guys are going to be quarantined from them. Yep, and they may not be able to interact with you. Yep, they can just come, see how things are going. Yep, and I'm just worried that they find that the whole ongoings are not as lively as they think it might be. For myself, I am used to the whole proceeding. Yep, I understand it's a time and an event and an adventure for you as the participant. It is your show. It is how well you do, how focused you are, is really depending on you. Yep, you take charge of your own or your own robot run. You will need to take note of the time yourself. But for the audience, it may not be as engaging as let's say a singing performance, okay, or musical performance. Now you will see just now the usher has actually reminded a team to behave themselves. Yeah, this can happen, and it is no fault of the usher, because over here we got a whole bunch of people. We all got a whole bunch of kids over here. Yep. There may be some naughty ones that may be up to that might want to take advantage of a situation. and we do not want that. We do not want to shortchange any team. We try to make it fair, a fair event for everyone. Okay, but the ushers would know how to approach it better. Please listen to them, and please practice common sense, and please this be gracious to not just to one another, not just to your teammates, not just to your schoolmates, but to also other competitors as well. Yep. Okay, so back to the point about the supporters. It may not be as engaging as we would want it to be. Yep, I know what's going on. Your parents may not. So this is they need to temper their expectations, adjust their expectation for a little bit lah. Okay, so this is the annex hall. Okay, I've been going for robotics competition since 2006. Yep, and I've led the robotics club going for this national competition at Science Centre at this very place for 13 years. This is going to be my 14th year with De La Salle. Okay, and I really like the independence. I really like the sense of adventure that you have, that one can get. Yeah, it may not be as exciting as a hike. It may not be physically exhilarating and so on, but it is a way to really be your best self as well. It is, in that sense, it is no different from a regular sports competition or musical performance and so on. Okay, and we treat this, ladies and gentlemen, kids that are watching this, treat this as an adventure of sorts, and do your school and your parents and your supporters proud. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is what is happening on the Tuesday. Okay, right. So let's take a look at what else is happening outside. Now, I just want to actually clarify that for those people coming in on the Friday, 6th of September, the open category people, you will not see all these playing fields. There may be some for the tertiary kids, but they will reorganize this whole layout, and there will be booths, individual separate booths for you to decorate and set up and prepare to present your robotic project to judges who will go over to your booth, just like a fair, just like a trade fair, just like a computer fair, just like the fairs that you have, like a wedding fair or a family fair or a tech fair, computer fair happening at Suntec City lah or Singapore Expo. You're gonna have all those booths. You're gonna set up and prepare the booth and be prepared to present to the judges when they go over to you. Okay, right? So yeah, now, so you're gonna be here maybe from about 9 o'clock to, including your robot runs and so on, gonna be until about 11 plus, and then we will break for lunch. Okay, and then where will lunch be? Now I'm going to have it delivered. Okay, and then we will need to find a place to actually eat and debrief, right? So, and you will see there is a cafe over there, Science Centre Cafe. No one is allowed to actually buy food from there. Don't worry, we will buy food for you, and your focus should be on the proceedings inside. These are mainly more for the Science Centre visitors. It's not for the competitors. Okay, let me just try to show you where the toilets may be, if I can. Now this cafe is meant for visitors, as I've said before. Alright, and then this is the fire show itself over here. Those of you this is the annex, this is the main building. Okay, the good news is, if I'm not wrong, that on the Tuesday, if we end early, okay, I believe we are allowed to go inside. I believe, I'm not making any promises. Okay, but please be mindful that your focus is on the competition happening on the inside. Okay. Yep. Okay. Whatever, if there is time, whatever, if time permits, yes, we can actually go inside. But that's another story. We will see how the timing is like on the actual day. Okay. Now, you if you go to the toilet, you are not going to come out from here. You are going to come out by the doors that I show you just now, and more likely than not, okay, this is the toilet here. Mommy's waiting outside. I go toilet. You all go first. Thank you. Okay, so you will see that there is another door over there. Now, on Tuesday, this door will be locked, so visitors are not allowed to come here, if I'm not wrong lah. Okay, and this the boys, yeah, and for the ladies, this door will be open, so you come in you exit from the annex hall door, and then come here and then make your way to the washrooms here, and then you are supposed to go back there, right? If I'm not wrong, there's another set of toilets on the inside, but for now, obviously, I can't go in, right? So there you go. So there's a toilet, not an issue. Okay. So if you're asking me, Mr. Nadzri, can I see the fire show? No. Please understand that the fire show has a certain time, and we are not here to actually watch the show. Yeah. If there is an opportunity, don't worry. Yeah. I will actually bring you guys to see. But remember, the focus is always the competition itself. Okay. Please do your best. Right. Okay, and then after lunch you will go back inside. Okay, now where are we going to have our lunch? Previously, what happens is, with me and my previous school, what happened was we actually get all our food, and then we will find a place maybe here, but more likely than not, we will actually eat outside. Okay, you can hear that it's less noisy. Yeah, there is plenty of space here for us to sit down to eat together. Okay, we can also sit over there, and usually what happen is, as we are eating, we will like kind of debrief and talk about the ongoings that had happened in the first half of the day. Yeah, and what is it that we can do for the later part of the day. Yep. Give you a bit of time to unwind over here as well. Yep. And to reflect and to learn from the things that are going on. Okay, and then after that, we will make our way back to the main hall. Don't worry, you do not need to register, because you will actually have your tags with you. Right, and then you will go on to the hall again, and then you carry on with the rest of the day. Okay, so that is pretty much it from me for this session. Please understand that this is an opportunity for you. Okay, and this is the time you practice your wisdom, your graciousness, your mannerisms. Be mindful of your mannerisms. Be mindful. Be aware of what actually you are doing. Yeah. Be your best self for the supporters, for the school. Yeah. And to hopefully at the very least, this is where we be our best, and this is our adventure. Okay, and good luck to everyone. Okay, on the actual day, and I might do another set of live streaming on the actual day itself. I will definitely be taking pictures of you. Okay, don't forget. and we say hi to the beautiful Science Center people here. Yeah. Please be gracious with them, okay, on the actual day. And yeah, that is NRC for you. This is your first time going for NRC, and hopefully let's make this a good one. Okay, so yep, let me just put on my specs. So I love NRC. I love going for NRC, and I love going for the competition here at Science Center. It's like like a home ground for me. It's like a place where I can actually be my best self, and I can actually do my best for the school and for the kids and for all of you guys. And I hope this is the takeaway that that is for all of you. Okay, and I want you to be your best as well. Okay, so that's it for me for this live stream for today. I believe I mentioned all the important points: spectators, managing expectations. Yep, the proceeding, what's going on that day, uh, food wise, etc., etc. And yes, so whatever it is, this video may not be able to cover every single thing, but what's important is on that day you come in with the correct mindset, with the correct attitude, with focus, with determination, with wisdom and graciousness. Okay, so this is Mr. Nadzri signing out from the Science Center. Okay, and I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Okay, great. Wish us luck.